Question 6, Neil McAvoy.
Question 6, Neil McAvoy.
What assessment has the First Minister made of the Lobbying Scotland Act 2016 and how similar arrangements can be applied in Wales?
Well, I agree with the conclusions of the Standards of Conduct Committee's report on lobbying that was published in January of this year.
The Lobbying Scotland Act is now in force, so that lobbyists in that country will have to be legally registered. The same is true in Ireland, and there is a register in London. But Wales has the weakest lobbying legislation in these islands because your government has chosen to do nothing. We now have lobbyists coordinating complaints against Assembly members to damage reputations. Media in London have alleged that lobbyists in Cardiff were involved in the complaints that led to Carl Sargent being sacked. The leader of the opposition has claimed that lobbyists leaked Carl Sargent's sacking before he even knew about it. Even Ofcom, a competition regulator, had to terminate a contract with Deryn, a Welsh lobbying firm, after it admitted breaking the rules. The public are now asking themselves, what on earth is going on in this place? Because from the outside, it looks a mess. Will you now accept that there is a problem with lobbyists here and move quickly to introduce legislation that will legally register them so we all know who they are and we all know what they're up to?
Well, none of what the member said has any basis in fact at all, but it's a matter for him to talk about whatever he wants to in this chamber. I wouldn't advise he did outside this chamber by any stretch of the imagination. But it's not a matter for government to introduce legislation. It's a matter for the Assembly itself. And let's remind ourselves that the Standards of Conduct Committee conducted an inquiry to consider whether the arrangements for transparency around lobbying were fit for purpose and appropriate to the Assembly. It reported back with 5 recommendations that didn't include the establishment of a lobbying register at the present time, and that is a matter for the committee itself. It's not right for government to introduce legislation such as this. It's a matter for the Assembly corporately to consider it, as it has done for the Standards of Conduct Committee.